This isn't a fantasy, it's the story of the Audi R8 GT, the car that transformed Audi's everyday supercar into something much more radical. When Audi first introduced the R8 in 2006, it was praised as the supercar you could drive daily, civilized, comfortable, and usable. But with the R8 GT, Audi showed it could build a car that could make Ferrari and Lamborghini engineers nervous. This wasn't just an R8 with some extra badges, it was Audi's declaration that they could compete with the most extreme Italian exotics. This is the story of how a German luxury brand with a reputation for restraint decided to unleash its wild side. To understand the R8 GT, we need to take a quick look back at Audi's racing history. In the early 2000s, Audi was dominating endurance racing with its R8 LMP Le Mans prototype race car. This incredible machine won the prestigious 24 Hours of Le Mans 5 times between 2000 and 2005, establishing Audi as a serious motorsport contender. Flush with racing success, Audi made a bold decision. They would build a road-going supercar that captured the spirit of their race cars while remaining practical enough for everyday use. The result was the original Audi R8, introduced in 2006. With its distinctive side blades, mid-genian layout, and comfortable interior, the R8 quickly earned praise as the everyday supercar, a vehicle with exotic performance that didn't punish its driver with a harsh ride or difficult handling. The R8 was revolutionary for Audi, but some enthusiasts and critics felt it was too civilized. While competitors like Ferrari and Lamborghini were building raw, emotional machines, the R8 was sometimes criticized for being too refined, too controlled, too Audi. The company listened to this feedback and began developing something much more extreme. In 2010, Audi unveiled the R8 GT, a limited production, track-focused version of their already impressive supercar. While the standard R8 balanced performance with comfort, the GT tipped the scales decisively toward performance. The transformation began with a diet. Audi's engineers meticulously examined every component of the R8, looking for opportunities to reduce weight. They replaced glass windows with thinner, lighter versions. Carbon fiber replaced aluminum in many body panels. The fixed rear wing was made from lightweight carbon fiber. Even small details like the battery were optimized for weight reduction. These efforts paid off remarkably. The R8 GT weighed about 220 pounds, 100 kg, less than the standard R8 V10. In the world of supercars where every pound matters, this was a significant achievement. But Audi didn't just make the R8 GT lighter, they also made it more powerful. The 5.2-liter V10 engine, already impressive in the standard R8, was tuned to produce 560 horsepower, 35 more than the regular model. This might not sound like much, but combined with the weight reduction, it transformed the car's performance. The R8 GT could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.6 seconds and reach a top speed of 199 miles per hour. The suspension was completely revised as well, with a more aggressive setup that lowered the car by about half an inch and significantly reduced body roll in corners. The result was a much sharper, more responsive driving experience that felt closer to a race car than a road car. Audi knew that the R8 GT would appeal to a specific type of customer, someone who wanted something more special than even a standard R8. To ensure exclusivity, they limited production to just 333 coupes and later added 333 Spider convertible versions. This limited production run guaranteed that the R8 GT would remain rare and desirable. The R8 GT announced its special status with subtle but distinctive visual cues. Most were painted in a signature Suzuka gray color, though a few were finished in other shades. The fixed rear wing, black exhaust tips, and unique wheels set it apart from regular R8 models. Inside, the GT featured Alcantara, a suede-like material, in place of leather for better grip while driving aggressively, and numerous carbon fiber accents reinforced its lightweight, performance-focused character. Each car came with a numbered plaque on the gear shifter, reminding the driver just how special their vehicle was. The price reflected this exclusivity too, at around $200,000, 0 cents when new. The GT commanded a significant premium over the already expensive standard R8. For Audi, the R8 GT wasn't just about selling a few hundred expensive cars. It was about changing perceptions. This was Audi proving it could build something truly extreme, a car that could compete with the most focused track weapons from established supercar manufacturers. It was the company's way of saying, we're not just about sensible luxury cars, we can build something wild when we want to. What was the R8 GT like to drive? In a word, transformative. While the standard R8 was often described as approachable and forgiving, the GT demanded more respect. It wasn't intimidating, like some Italian supercars of the era, but it made clear that it was built for serious driving. The weight reduction was immediately noticeable from the driver's seat. The GT responded to inputs with an eagerness that the standard car couldn't match. It changed direction more willingly and felt more alive on twisty roads. The upgraded suspension, while firmer than the standard R8s, still maintained enough compliance for road use, striking a balance that many track-focused cars miss. But it was the engine that dominated the experience. The 5.2-liter V10 was a masterpiece, a naturally aspirated engine when many competitors were turning to turbocharged power. At a time when turbocharging was becoming common, this was a refreshingly direct approach to performance. The engine revved eagerly to its 8,700 RPM redline, producing a symphony that few modern engines can match. Without turbos to muffle the sound, the V10's voice was glorious, a combination of deep thunder at low RPM and high-pitched wail near redline. Audi added a special exhaust system to the GT that enhanced this already impressive soundtrack. Many owners cite the sound as one of the car's most addictive qualities. Unlike some track-focused cars that are punishing to drive on the street, the R8 GT maintained enough of the base car's usability to serve as more than just a weekend toy. The air conditioning still worked effectively. The visibility, always a strength of the R8 design, remained good. Even the ride, while firm, wasn't so harsh that it made everyday driving uncomfortable. This dual nature, ferocious performance coupled with reasonable everyday usability, made the R8 GT something special. It wasn't just an extreme track toy, nor was it merely a badge-engineered special edition. It occupied a sweet spot that few cars managed to find. When the R8 GT was released, its $200,000 0 price tag represented a roughly $50,000 0 premium over the standard R8 V10. Some questioned whether the upgrades justified this cost. Time has answered that question definitively. Unlike many modern supercars that depreciate quickly, the R8 GT has maintained its value remarkably well. After a brief initial depreciation, prices stabilized and then began to climb. By 2015, good examples were trading hands for close to their original price. By 2020, they were often selling for more than they cost new. Today, a well-maintained R8 GT with reasonable mileage typically commands between $250,000 0 and $300,000 0, with the best examples fetching even more. The Spider versions, due to their open-top appeal and equal rarity, often trade for slightly higher figures. Several factors have contributed to this strong value retention. First, the limited production run of just 333 coupes and 333 Spiders ensures there will never be many on the market at once. Second, the car represents a significant moment in Audi's history, their first truly extreme limited production supercar. Finally, as the automotive world moves increasingly toward electrification, the naturally aspirated V10 engine becomes more special with each passing year. For those who purchased an R8 GT when new and kept it in good condition, their extreme Audi has proven to be not just a thrilling driving machine, but also a sound financial decision, something few supercars can claim. The R8 GT proved to be more than just a limited edition model. It was a turning point for Audi's approach to performance cars. Its success showed there was an appetite for more extreme Audi models, even at premium prices. We can see the GT's influence in many subsequent Audi models. The RS line of high-performance cars became more focused and track-capable. The second-generation R8, introduced in 2015, adopted a more aggressive character from the start, suggesting lessons learned from the GT. Most directly, the R8 GT inspired later special editions of the R8, including the GT3, GT4, and the recent R8 Performance RWD GT, which pays direct homage to the original GT with similar weight reduction strategies and limited production. Perhaps most importantly, the R8 GT changed perceptions of what an Audi could be. Before the GT, Audi was respected for building fast, capable cars that emphasized safety and control. After the GT, they were also known as a company that could build something truly extreme when they wanted to. A company that could play in the same space as Ferrari and Lamborghini. Today, the R8 GT holds a special place in Audi's history. It bridges the gap between the company's racing success and their road car program more directly than any previous model. It represents the moment when Audi decided to build a no-compromises supercar, rather than just a very fast luxury car. For collectors, the R8 GT offers a compelling package: rarity, performance, historical significance, and a driving experience that remains special even by today's standards. As newer cars become increasingly computerized and isolated, the more direct, mechanical nature of the R8 GT becomes ever more appealing. Many R8 GTs now live pampered lives in climate-controlled garages, brought out only for special occasions or private track days. Some are part of larger collections of significant Audis or modern supercars. A few are still driven regularly by owners who believe these cars should be experienced rather than just preserved. Wherever they are, these 666 special R8s stand as a testament to what happens when a company known for restraint decides to push the boundaries. The R8 GT wasn't just an important car for Audi, it helped redefine what a modern German supercar could be.